Hey there everyone, today is another magical day, and it's a little bit different because today I'm going to give you a full tour of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Walt Disney World, so that when you go in there for the very first time, or even it's the second, third, or fourth time, you'll know exactly where everything is. Let's get started. Now, there are two entrances to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Walt Disney World. One is here, right by where the Streets of America used to be. Muppet Vision 3D is over there. Star Tours is right down that street. You walk down this street past Indiana Jones, and you'll see the main entrance right there. This is the primary entrance for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. We'll use the Toy Story Land entrance/exit when we leave the land. Let's head in there. As you enter in this primary entrance, you'll notice several differences to the rest of Walt Disney World and Hollywood Studios. The rocks are all kind of messed up a little bit with blaster marks. The lamps are different, and you'll start to notice the theming right away with those trash cans and just about everything else. As you make your way in through this entrance, Rise the Resistance line is directly to your left, and then behind me you'll see it kind of opens up to a shopping Resistance area with Resistance fighters on the right and even on the left, and the line for Rise the Resistance also on the left. As we make our way in, you'll see there's an area where they're selling Coca-Cola and other drinks right there. You can see kind of this antenna right here. We'll get into that with the Play Disney Parks app, and to the left, that's Rise the Resistance. That's the main entrance right there. It's not open at the time of filming, but that entrance is super iconic, and I cannot wait to step in line. Moving past the entrance of Rise the Resistance, you'll notice more of the Resistance supply. This is kind of where you'll be able to buy that Resistance clothing and other merchandise that they have available. You'll notice right away that each section is themed differently. So the Resistance area has nothing from the First Order. It's all just Resistance items or kind of general items like the fans. And they have them in these different kind of kiosks. There's one right here, there's one across the way. They're scattered around, but kind of a general area where you can buy some of that Resistance merchandise. Right next to some of the Resistance merchandise, you'll see the X-Wing, and you can get a photo in front of the X-Wing right here. PhotoPass photographer standing by to take your picture right in front of it. Right across the way, I think this is called the A-Wing, and you can take a photo in front of that one as well with the PhotoPass. You can hear just about everything in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge makes noise. You hear that ship about ready to take off behind us. It sounds like there are ships flying around all the time. There's even sound coming from this antenna. And these antenna and several other things at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge interact with the Play Disney Parks app and the Star Wars datapad. The datapad can be used to hack different items where you can listen in on conversations that are happening around Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, like between Oga and Doc Ondor or Hondo and all sorts of other characters around. And you can go to those different antennas and different structures around Star Wars Galaxy's Edge to hack into those conversations. The Play Disney Parks app also allows you to collect different items and even earn credits in the app. It's all just for fun. It is a lot of fun, and I recommend playing it while you're here. One note, it has to be off low power mode, so your phone has to be kind of like in full mode, not low power mode, in order for it to work correctly. After we walk past the Resistance area, we make it to the general marketplace area. This is kind of the exact copy of Disneyland Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Few differences in that direction, the exact same in this direction. Now, to make sure you're oriented, we just left that Resistance area right behind me, and in front of me, this is more of the Rise the Resistance and kind of a bay area. We're not sure what goes back there, probably for maintenance and for large ships. Then that's the shopping area right there. Two ways in. You can go right under this kind of archway right there to get into the shopping area, or you can go this way where we have everything else. Let's start by going this way, kind of to the right-hand side. We get kind of an overview of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, then we'll go back through this way. You'll notice more of these kiosks are being set up right here to offer guests drinks. There's even a little droid who's driving that little speeder bike full of different Cokes and other sodas. On our left-hand side, you'll find other entrances into the shopping area right over here and over here. So there are different pathways to go in. Right to our left here, that is Ronto Roasters. We'll go deeper in there in just a moment. I just want to make sure you're oriented first. Again, shopping area back that way. There's Ronto Roasters. Here's more of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, including the Droid Depot and Hobbies Workshop. Now, as we walk past Ronto Roasters behind me, you'll notice on the right-hand side, there are more of these Star Wars vehicles right here. Every so often, they'll do a stage show right up here. It's super cool, and they all kind of make noise. Get close enough and you can hear different gurgling and sounds coming from them. Makes for a really cool photo. Really cool. Right across from those Star Wars vehicles, you'll notice kind of a very small seating area right outside of Ronto Roasters here, up these stairs toward Ronto Roasters and Docking Bay 7. We'll get back to that, but I want to make sure you're oriented. We're going around the land first. Now, to our left over here, that is the secret entrance of Hobbies Workshop, where you can build your own lightsaber, custom made just for you. The Droid Depot is this large building right here, and again, across from it, more of those kind of refreshment speeders that have been set up here. Right across the way from the Droid Depot Depot and Hobbies Workshop, which is now back that way, you'll see to my right-hand side, this is that Toy Story exit/entrance of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So we've made kind of a small loop in this direction, and we've got more to see in that direction. Over here is another entrance to the Droid Depot. You can build your own custom droid in there. It's super cool. Or buy your own Captain Rex or R2-D2. Walking past the Droid Depot on our left, you can see more of the droid parts being scattered up there. Really cool picture there, by the way. To our right, that is the restroom as needed. And right in front of us, there's the milk stand. The milk stand serves blue and green milk, and they even have alcoholic versions. Now, I have not tried mixing the two flavors before. I heard that's really cool to do. Right in front of the milk stand, you enter into that first order area. You'll notice the line for Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run goes all the way over here, 90 minutes right now. Just take a look, you can see the first order shuttle right there. To give you a bit of a 360, again, milk stand behind me, first order ship right behind me now, and then you got the first order merchandise right back there. Continuing to turn around, that is Auguste Cantina in that direction, and the Falcon is also in that direction. Taking a closer look at that first order ship right here, Kylo Ren does make an appearance here from time to time. It's a really cool show. Oh, wait a minute.
Citizens,
wait a minute.
To gather round. Important information. This concerns us all. Aggression, even war. And we would be forced to respond with the same.
You are a poor ambassador.
Sir?
Have you found the Resistance spy? She may not be alone. Do you understand? If someone in this outpost knows something, we need to find them.
There they go. Now
Kylo
Kylo Ren's walk
demonstration to
around.
you all of the full power of the First Order.
That was a super cool way to see Kylo Ren introduced to Batuu. Always like that show. And take a look inside the First Order merchandise. You got all sorts of merchandise here, and don't forget to look above too. There's a lot of cool like memorabilia all around. Walking away from the First Order ship right there, you can see this is Auguste Cantina and the line for it, the circular building right there. From my experience, you can get a walk-in spot at Auguste Cantina depending on when you get there earlier in the morning. And as you walk this way past Auguste Cantina, you'll see the archway here as it welcomes you to the Millennium Falcon. There's the entrance to the cantina, and right to our right, take a look, there's the Falcon itself. The Millennium Falcon is truly larger than life. There are a lot of PhotoPass photographers standing by to get a picture here, usually right there in front of the Falcon. Do not forget to get that photo. To me, it is just truly fantastic. And get close too. You can get all the way up to this gate right here and get extremely close to the Falcon. This is more or less the center of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. There's the Falcon behind me. The entrance to the attraction, Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, right over there. Right up there, that is Docking Bay 7. That's the quick service dining location. There's Doc Ondor's Den of Antiquities, and again, Auguste Cantina right over there, just to orient you. Walking up these stairs right here, we're making our way to Docking Bay 7, and a really nice photo spot right over here. The PhotoPass photographers are just standing by to get a picture of you and the Falcon. Love that shot. In front of that spot is Docking Bay 7. They have a quick service location. One of my favorites is the kids meal tip yip. It's kind of a chicken with mac and cheese and broccoli. I really like that one. Right across the way from Docking Bay 7, you'll find Doc Ondor's Den of Antiquities right here. Very, very cool. You can actually see the statue kind of holding the globe right up there. Inside there are a little bit more expensive items, but they are so cool. Definitely go in there and take a look around up above you too. They have some great items in there. Doc Ondor's Den of Antiquities right over there. Walking in this direction here, you'll find kind of an open pathway. Down there is where you can get some of that seating to drink your blue milk or maybe Ronto wrap, depending on the day and how crowded it is. But right kind of below, once you go down these stairs, right here, you'll find Hobbies Workshop. This is where you build those very special custom lightsabers. They cost $200 a piece to make. I have heard it is a truly magical experience. I do want to try doing it one day in the future, but that's it right there. One side note, if you ask directly about building a lightsaber, you may not get the answer you're looking for, just because it's kind of a big secret in Batuu. Let's head into Ronto Roasters right here with one of my favorite items, the Ronto wrap. It is truly delicious, but this area in itself right here with the pod racer engine being used to cook the space meat is awesome. It definitely feels like it changes from day to night. During the day, it kind of just looks like that pod racer. At night, you can see the flames shooting out of it, smoke coming down. It turns on and off during the day. It is awesome. Ronto Roasters behind me. In front of me is more of that marketplace where you'll find the popcorn and some of those shopping areas. is Katsaka's Kettle. This is where you find that Outpost popcorn mix. Kind of a sweet and spicy. Think jalapeno, sriracha, and Fruity Pebbles. Very cool. Then you'll find shops all over. They have all sorts of things from toys to small creatures to different outfits to pins and lanyards and all sorts of items all throughout these stores. As you exit the shopping area here, there is a restroom right there, and there's more shopping all around, kind of a just general area for picture taking. Right there you can buy a Kevorkian monkey for your shoulder right there, similar to the Banshees. And as we exit here, you'll see we're kind of by that large bay door again. So this is basically where we started. We made a full circle around Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. This is the other entrance slash exit of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. As you make your way away from the Falcon and the First Order merchandise area, there's the Droid Depot right there. You walk this way, this is the way to Toy Story Land. Even with Star Wars Galaxy's Edge right behind me, if I turn you around here, I can see Toy Story Land right from there. That is incredible. Now, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is themed for Batuu and the First Order and the Resistance, but if you want to meet Darth Vader, he is back at Star Wars Launch Base. So let's make our way through there and just say hi. Look at this, the photo box is currently active for the Darth Vader meeting. That one is taking the photos. Wow, this is my first experience with a photo box. Well, Vader.
There.
Yes, my lord.
Have you provided support to the rebel spy we are pursuing?
Took the photo with the box. It was very interesting, and then we tagged right here to get our photos. Very interesting. Gotta tell you, not a big fan of the box photos. It just feels not as real and in the moment and action captured. And I couldn't tell when the photo was being taken. You're waiting extra time. There were no like special close-up shots. We'll see how they turn out. It'll be interesting to see, but interesting. I totally forgot about the Visa meet and greet right here. I wonder if they're using the photo box in there. Let's go meet Vader again. I heard it was not Kylo Ren, it is indeed Darth Vader. Very happy about that part, but I wonder if it's the photo box or a photographer. Thank you, John. Good to have you here. Ah, Lord Vader.
Is unfortunate. You may find our next conversation unpleasant.
John took the pictures. He is a PhotoPass photographer, and I really felt like we got even more of those special photos. It was awesome to experience. Looking forward to seeing the difference between the two. I have to admit that was more fun to experience it with the photographer. I don't know why. I don't have a specific reason why. It was just more fun with the photographer. After meeting Darth Vader, let's head back to Batuu for that grand tour. Now, we've been around the entire land, gotten a lay of the land, seen Darth Vader. Now let's get into more of those details that we can find in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Something interesting that I've seen in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is the number of seating areas. Take a look, it's kind of like a bench right there where you can sit down and relax. Throughout Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, you can meet characters who are just kind of walking around, sharing in the magic with you. Trooper. Let's take a more in-depth look at Ronto Roasters and the Ronto Wrap. The droid here kind of pulls the meat and twists it up and down and up and down. The pod racer engine shakes around with the movement, and when it's on like that, you can see the flames shooting down right there, and the metal actually looks like it's getting hotter and hotter to cook the space meat. This just has the Ronto morning wrap in the morning, the Rising Moon's overnight oats also in the morning, the Ronto wrap itself during the afternoon and evening, super good, and the turkey jerky. They also have the Tatooine Sunset Sour Sarlacc and the Coruscant Cooler. All the menu is linked in the description of this video. The Ronto Wrap is one of my personal favorites. I also really like the Tatooine Sunset. Ronto Roasters features a few tables around the outside of this quick service location and a bit of a counter right here where you can set food down and eat right there if you want to. It's pouring rain right now on Batuu, so it's a great time for a Ronto Wrap. The Ronto Wrap itself is delicious. It's made with a sausage and coleslaw and some other meats in there. I always get it with the Tatooine Sunset, kind of a lemonade style drink. Tiny bit of a spice in the Ronto Wrap itself, but it is one of my favorite quick service items at Walt Disney World. That's how good it is. Imagine kind of a hot dog slash sausage taste, a little bit of a smokiness to it, coleslaw and the pita right there. Makes for a delicious off-world flavor. The Tatooine Sunset's kind of a mix of different tea flavors, a little bit of lemonade in there. Really, really good. With Ronto Roasters behind us, here's Katsaka's kettle. I'm going to show you a little bit closer. This is where you get that Outpost kettle mix. There it is right there, kind of a pink and orange and white popcorn. Again, like a Fruit Loops sriracha. I really like it. Across the way from Katsaka's kettle, you'll find this shop. I don't know the names of individual shops, but this one has a lot of like hats and shirts and pins in the back. They've got fans, shirts. Here we come to the pins and lanyards and all sorts of patches, all sorts of items here. There's also mugs and an infuser mug right there. You put fruit or something else right there in the middle, and then you have water, and then it kind of tastes like whatever you have in the middle. To the left of this pin and clothing shop is the creature stall, where you can find all sorts of different creatures from Black Spire. They've got wampas, they've got these little cows that make that noise right there, and of course they have the porg, and the porg is one that actually can communicate with you. He is very cool. They also have tons of other creatures, but my favorite creature here is this one right here in that cage. Do you see him right there? He's kind of purring, and he's smiling, just wagging his tail right there. And he's got his own little stuffed porg, but you can see he's kind of ripped through quite a bit. Now across the way from the creature stall, next to Katsaka's kettle, you get some more of that clothing and other gifts. Here's where you'll find some of those stuffed animals like the Wookiee right there, and Porgs and Kylo Ren. Even other items kind of made of wood that look like they could have been created on Batuu. Right next to it, again between Katsaka's kettle and this one, you'll find more clothing, like cloaks and other items that you might want to wear around Batuu. You can dress like a Jedi or Sith. They've got the belt, they've got that top section, all the clothing you could want for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge right in here. Now that's the end of the shopping district right there. Beyond it, you'll find all sorts of props from movies in the past, and then you'll find kind of this general area. Again, this is where you'll find those restrooms over here, and where you can get that Kowarkian monkey for your shoulder, right over there. If you're looking for that trash compactor creature, this is where you find him, right there at this water fountain, right outside of these restrooms. Oh my gosh! Wow, he's looking at us. I don't know if I want to drink from this water fountain. Oh God. We saw it from the outside, now let's see it from the inside. This is the Droid Depot. You saw it at Disneyland as well. You have the opportunity to build your own droid here and purchase things from the Droid Depot that actually say the Droid Depot. There you got hats, you've got magnets, you've got frames, and of course you've got droids. Lots and lots and lots of droids. You can put your own emotion chip in there, make it interact in different ways, and even control it with a remote. Of course, I bought Captain DJ Rex, who I love. You can actually buy him here as well, and R2-D2, or you can build your own. Totally up to you. A fun place to just experience as well, because look at the pieces going around here. So cool. Here are those emotion chips next to where you build your droid. You get to choose what kind of emotion they have. You can choose from all those different colors right down there. Moving into the second room of the Droid Depot, you can find shirts and small little, oh, I've never seen that one before, kind of paperweight style droids. That is awesome, like a BB unit. So cool, and even the photo frame right here with the hand of a droid. This one I always thought was super cool. Inside the Droid Depot, you can find all these really cool pins. There's even like the Matra pins right there. Very, very cool. Tons of them. Different hats. Love those. There's even a Droid Depot sign that you may want to hang up, maybe in your room somewhere. The deconstructed R2-D2. Even light-up hats. Look at that. That's a light-up hat right there. That is so cool. There's even magnets, and what I always thought was interesting, it's kind of the kitchen area right here. You've got like hot mitts and bowls and plates and wine bottle stoppers and more. In addition to everything else, they also have the $25,000 R2-D2. We saw that at Disneyland as well. Cool. Right around the corner from the Droid Depot, you can actually find some droids under construction right here. These make for great photos. It's outside of that restroom. You can see the first order transport ship over there. This is right here. I really like this. It's just kind of just so you can experience it. Very cool. The milk stand now, you can get the blue or green milk. They kind of taste like a coconutty flavor to them. I like them both. I'm actually going to ask for the mix this time. You can get the blue milk with rum and the green milk with tequila as an additional charge. $7.99 without alcohol, $14 with alcohol. It's got kind of a blue raspberry style coconut flavor to it. It's really good. Not my all-time favorite drink, but I can see myself getting it again because I really do like it. Inside the first order merchandise, you can find all sorts of things themed for the first order, from notebooks to shirts, blankets, sweatshirts, pins, and even life-size Stormtrooper armor for $6,615. From time to time, you can see stormtroopers just standing on top of first order cargo right there, right next to the transport ship. They're looking at us, watching us. Right next to that first order transport ship, you can take those small world photos. They are absolutely incredible to see. Cannot wait. We've been inside Auguste Cantina a few times now. It's an epic experience. It really is, especially with DJ Rex in there. He's playing the music. The atmosphere is incredible. The food and drinks are okay, but the atmosphere is out of this world, literally. The attraction that's currently open is Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. Inside, you have the opportunity to pilot the Millennium Falcon itself. It is an extremely cool experience. There are 3 different types of jobs you can have inside: pilot, gunner, and engineer. You have different roles depending on that job. There are 2 of each job. It is an extremely epic experience. I do hope that there are more missions in the future. That would be amazing, but it really doesn't get old. The reason why I feel like it's a great experience again and again is because you have the opportunity to improve your score all the time. Be a better gunner, be a better pilot, or a better engineer. Once inside, you have the opportunity to meet the owner of this facility, Hondo Onaka, who introduces you to the mission that you're about to fly.
You remind me of me, but without the bounty on your heads. I recognize a few of you. You've flown for me before.
Once you meet with Hondo Onaka, you make your way into this flight bridge here to get onto the Millennium Falcon. This experience is unlike any other. It feels like you are no longer anywhere near Orlando or Walt Disney World. You are on a new planet. I love this immersion. Take in every moment as you step aboard the Falcon. There's so much here to appreciate. It's unreal. It's unreal what they have done. It's definitely bigger than you would expect. It's kind of a holding area that you use while you're waiting to get on the Falcon. While you're inside the Falcon here, you wait for your color to be called. You gotta listen carefully, especially if you want a picture by the chess table, because they do call it out. Sometimes it could be a little muted with some of the other sounds around you.
Resistance. You have heard the First Order and made Chewie proud.
Doc Ondor's Den of Antiquities has a lot of great merchandise items and some really cool theming. Let's take a closer look inside. Doc Ondor's has some amazing items. You've got data storage capsules. You've got lightsabers, ones that fold up right there. The longer legacy lightsabers. They've got ones behind the counter there. You can see there are cool like creatures all around. You've got different costumes. You've got those holocrons, I think is what they're called. And you've got lightsabers behind the desk here. So these are different than the ones you can get at Hobbies Workshop. You customize those. These are legacy lightsabers. They're super cool. The best part of Doc Ondor's, in my opinion, is all of this. Take a look around. This is unbelievable. You got a Wampa up there. Can you see that? You've got different items from, different helmets up there from Star Wars movies of the past. You've got different kind of heads up there from different creatures, and Doc Ondor himself right up there. It's an amazing shot. See, these lightsabers act in a very similar way to the ones that you can get at Hobbies Workshop, but they are legacy ones. They're not ones that you built yourself. They're $139. It's just something to think about compared to the $200 for the ones that you customize. Just a thought. The metal. It's a metal compared to. Very impressive. See why they're so popular. You get one of those instead of the ones at Hobbies. $129, and it feels super authentic. It's definitely something to consider. Just found out that $129 to $199 price does not include the box or the blade itself. Lightsaber blade you get right there. Those are about $44 to $49 depending on the length of the blade that you get. So it's good to know. So it's similar in price to Hobbies Workshop. Plus the super cool paintings. There are some truly incredible items in here. You could spend a long time in here and not see everything. I'm telling you, it's that incredible. Things in here are a little bit more expensive, I've found, than other spots around Galaxy's Edge and at Walt Disney World, but it's Doc Ondor's, he's going to charge a premium. This is Docking Bay 7, the quick service dining location inside Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, right on Stu. Now this one is pretty good. I do like the atmosphere in here quite a bit. Looks like things are coming down. You've got all sorts of items all throughout Docking Bay 7. It looks like you're kind of sitting in these storage containers and on storage cubes right there. It's super cool. Now I do prefer the Ronto Wrap when it comes to food at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. But if you try the Endorian Tip Yip, that's not bad either. So I really do like that one as well. The theme is what gets me every time. Smile all the time when I see this theme. Now there is outdoor seating for Docking Bay 7 right across the way from Doc Ondor's Den of Antiquities. You can see it's right out here. You can actually get here from those doors to Docking Bay 7. There's a lot of seating around here. Love the theming inside Auguste Cantina. DJ Rex right here is awesome to see. I love the music that he's playing all the time. In the back of the bar has this energy to it. Really feels like you've moved into the movie. It's incredible. Auguste Cantina for me is all about the theme. I could come back again and again for this theme, this bar, and DJ Rex. Food and drink's not my favorite. And that is Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. I hope you enjoyed our full tour and in-depth look at this brand new land at Walt Disney World. I personally love it. My favorite parts, you can hear the ships flying over, my favorite parts are the theme and that Ronto wrap. I truly love it. It's awesome. The ride is fantastic as well. Can't wait for the rest of it, that one more ride to open. Thank you as always for being a part of the magic with me. Until next time, have a magical day.